Alright, back in the gym again for a nice Friday night. Working on some lightweight pause squats here. Basically 205, not super heavy, not super light, good medium weight. Felt really good, locked me in really nicely. I was able to maintain a really good solid form, get a really nice pause at the bottom, and then I'd actually felt some work being done on the way up. So it wasn't horribly difficult, but definitely not too easy either. I probably could have went heavier, but that's not what I was programmed to do, so I didn't. I kept it within my weight range, and I'm kind of glad I did, because on the third set I could start to feel it working my legs pretty hard, and I didn't have any form breakdowns, but I definitely was noticing that the weight was getting a little heavier. So that being said, you know, the pause squats are obviously good for keeping your form solid and helping your strength out of the bottom, where most raw lifters will have the biggest issue is out of the bottom of a squat. And that's where I have a problem at. Actually, I end up stalling just out of the bottom. Pretty much once I use my stretch reflex out of the bottom, I stall just ever so slightly, and then I have to muscle it up. But this should actually help that and hopefully improve my squat overall. And I'm definitely thinking that I hate pause squats, but I know they're a necessity. So I'm going to quit jawing and watch the rest of this, and then we'll move on to bench press, which is going to be very, very disappointing. And I'll explain more about that while we're watching. Okay, so we're doing bench press. Yes, that says 95 pounds. Apparently my right shoulder has decided that it does not want to cooperate anymore and is being kind of angry, and it hurts significantly. It's getting a lot better. I end up hurting it around Tuesday or Wednesday. Basically my last training session, I just woke up the next morning and it was throbbing pain. So I had very limited mobility, could not raise my arm very much above like 45 degrees, and definitely not 180 degrees out without extreme pain. I tried to work up to about 135 here. I was able to do about 3 reps with 135, and it just wasn't, I couldn't do it anymore. The pain was quite excruciating. So I backed off all the way down to 95 pounds. Again, I did, a warm-up set at 115. I probably could have went ahead and did that, and I didn't because I heard it at 135. So I backed way off and did 95, and then I did a final set at 105, which was not too bad. And really right here, all I did was just try to focus on actually doing everything correctly. Setting up right, moving the bar path right, trying to fire it off my chest, getting a good pause, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, the weight's really super light, but, and I can't move a whole lot of weight, but I'm going to focus on what I can do and that way when I'm ready to start lifting heavy again, it's all still there. I haven't forgotten anything, and basically I'll just be back to where I was. So yeah, it's disappointing, but it's getting better. I have a feeling I'll be back to 100% in no time, so nah, not really going to cry about it. I mean, it is what it is. So moving on, we're doing sumo deadlift. My coach wants me to do sumo deadlift to strengthen my inner thighs and basically work some muscles that I don't typically hit with regular deadlift, and also to help. He's wanting me to really focus on my upper back a lot. So we're doing that, and I'm going to say it was really awkward doing sumo deadlift for the first time. This actually isn't my first time, but it's the first time in a very, very long time, and not something that I'm particularly familiar with. So I messed around with my stance quite a bit. I widened it, narrowed it, messed around with it, got my hand position right, tried to get it as natural feeling as I possibly could. And I think on the last set was probably the one that felt close to the best, but still, again, not exactly what I thought it would be like. And yeah, it almost looks like I'm trying to squat the weight up, which I'm not even sure if that's correct or not. Like I said, sumo deadlift is not my forte. I'm a conventional puller, so it's going to be a learning curve. And I'm really hoping that I can get this worked out, because I know a lot of guys that pull sumo who are a lot stronger and enjoy it. Also, if nothing else, it should help my squat out quite a bit, just getting those inner thigh muscles and a lot of the areas stronger. Plus, it does work my glutes quite a bit. So this is my last set. We're doing 8 reps, and I got my stance pretty wide here, and really tried to focus on my setup as best I could, and to see what I was going to get and keep my upper back tight, and just pulled the shit out of it. So other than that, that's pretty much everything I did. Hope you enjoyed everything. Hope you liked the videos. I know there's not a lot of explanation in here. Sorry about that. It's pretty early. And hopefully my shoulder gets better and I can start pressing really heavy again on Monday. Until then, until next time.
I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting.